Be me. 22, Sydney University, fashion design graduate. Passionate about debates, especially when there's loud men trying to assert their dominance. Think God gave me a gift for humbling men's egos. Aha. Just finished a presentation called The Labour Lie, How Physical Work Upholds Patriarchy. Something I'm even more mad about. Argued that men gatekeep high-paying jobs by choosing fields women can't access. Said, if moving bricks makes you valuable, maybe ants deserve salaries too. Lol, I have a way with words. Everyone clapped. Even my lecturer reposted my quote, blue collar equals blue privilege. I post TikToks about this too. Rant about how tradies get paid $40 an hour. Meanwhile, women work admin, childcare, support roles, and barely scrape minimum. Caption. Men dig holes, get cash. Women run society, get crumbs. Rant goes semi-viral. But obviously, just like anything good, some XY chromosome has to come to mess it up. Top comment, try it yourself then. Cue me being petty. I reply, bet. I'll outdig your fragile back and out-earn your crusty tradie wallet. Lots of girls liking my reply. They're hyping me up. Expose how easy their jobs are. Queen bout to humble these clowns. Looks like word goes around quick on social media. An hour later, I get an offer from one of my mutuals. Her cousin's on a site crew in Sydney West. Says, I can shadow for a week. Damn, I actually need to show up now. If not, they'll mock me for being all talk and no bite. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Excited, but for some reason, low-key nervous. Can't remember when's the last time I picked up a hammer or something heavy. LOL. Perfect for content at least. Time to prove these privileged man-children wrong. Name the series, One Day as a Bloke. Posted on my story, tons of people asking me to update as the day goes. Let's see what the fuss is about LOL. Day 1. Arrive at 6:20 a.m. What even? Who wakes up this early? They start at 6. Already got looks. Guys barely talk to me. Not unfriendly, just wary. One older guy, Jason, nods. New girl, I say. Here to prove men aren't that tough? He just chuckles. That right? They made me put on this neon vest thing. Borrowed steel toe boots, 2 sizes too big. Sun's not even up. Sky looks like ash. Jason hands me a broom, says, we clean trenches first? Easy, I sweep. Dust swallows my mouth. Within 5 minutes, I'm coughing. Someone says, no mask. I forgot. Already wheezing. An hour in. My back hurts, knees feel weird. Thought we'd get water breaks. They just sip and go back. I pull out my phone. Take selfie. Girls, this ain't it. Start recording. Plan to do a sarcastic day in the life parody. Turn camera to Jason. Say hi to the patriarchy. He looks confused. Just says, so, I'm Jason. No reaction. I post it anyway. Caption, when your co-worker looks like oppression but lifts like a forklift. Walk off smug. Jason doesn't say anything. Just goes back to moving timber. But okay, not much timber is moving. No clue how they're even lifting this, and apparently some dude's been doing this every day for 10 years straight. 5 minutes later, managed to finally move a tiny plank of timber. Right as I'm about to put it down, I drop it. Nearly hits my foot. Jason rushes over. You alright? Nod, embarrassed. He doesn't lecture, just hands me water, says, it's hotter than it looks out here. Don't pass out. Offers me shade under scaffolding. I stand there like a bloody Sims character, pretending I know what I'm doing. Then he goes, you can sweep if the slabs are too heavy. Try to argue. He cuts in gently. We all start somewhere? Feel like he's being condescending, but also kind? Brain short circuits. Trying to use my phone as much as possible so time goes by. Quick, Jason walks by. Put that away. We don't get to scroll out here. Realize this isn't part of the bit. He's serious. Feel like a kid in the wrong classroom. By 10, AM sweat is in my socks. Shirt sticks to my back. Pit stains looking like a map of Russia. Can't feel left wrist. It's shaking. Was just holding a shovel for 20 minutes. Some dude says, you alright? I lie. Just pacing myself. Lowell, you think girls can't do what y'all can? He smiles back and says, I didn't say that. You just look like you're falling apart. What the duck? Stop. Lunch break. They sit on crates, eat sandwiches in silence. No podcasts, no shade, no oat milk, just biting into bread and zoning out. I ask, so, you guys ever talk about feelings? No response. One guy goes, footy finals this weekend. Knew it. That's all men know, LOL. These guys wouldn't survive in corporate for sure. I check my nails. Broken. Thumb is bleeding. Take a bathroom break. Portable toilet is a chemical crime scene. Hold breath. Nearly cry. Wipe face with shirt. Mascara smudged. Look like a drowned possum. Post quick story. This is how men live? My followers comment. Queen proving a point. Men are built different, but not better. Except one guy. This is daily for us. Imagine 30 years. Men like these built everything around you, including the house you're living in. Didn't really know how to come back from that one. Yeah, but how would they've been born if it wasn't for a woman? I should be a lawyer for real. What a comeback. Back to site. Jason says, "You ever carry concrete slabs?" I laugh. Nope. But I'm game. They show me how. 15 kilos, doesn't sound like much. My arms tremble, legs nearly give. Walk 4 meters, drop it. Everyone watches. Jason picks it up. No words, just keeps going. Feel like furniture. Useless. Keep pretending I'm busy. Grab broom again. Just push dust nowhere. Sun now overhead. Burns through helmet. Shirt soaked. Dehydrated but embarrassed to ask for water. Guys haven't stopped once. Another worker, maybe mid-40s, tells me, "My daughter's your age. I want her to know this life so she doesn't end up here." I say, "You think I can't handle it?" He shakes head. "I think you shouldn't have to." Heart thuds. Not in a proud way, in a confused way. I thought this would be easy, or at least empowering. All I feel is ache. 3 p.m., still 2 hours left. Lean on shovel, legs trembling, sweat in places I didn't know could sweat. Jason finally says, "Take 5. I sit. Can't get back up for 7 minutes. Watch them haul cement bags like it's nothing. My calves cramp just watching. See a guy cut his palm open on rebar. He wraps it with duct tape. Keeps going. I ask, "Aren't you going to report that?" He shrugs. "Don't want to lose hours." His buddy adds, "It's just skin. Rent's worse." I blink. This is normal? Guy just bleeds through his glove and keeps lifting. If I stubbed my toe at my old office, I got to work from home. One guy sees me staring, asks, "You alright?" I say, "Do you guys actually enjoy this?" He smirks. Enjoy? Number but quitting don't pay the bills. Sit with that. Just sit. And sweat. And think about all my old posts. Why don't men just choose better jobs? Lol, why does it feel like choosing means starving? But like, what do you guys genuinely think? Am I just weak? Are they stronger because they've been conditioned? Men don't feel more capable. They're just more used to not being cared for, lol. Maybe if they weren't misogynistic all the time, women would care for them more. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the patriarchy. Not that they suffer less, but that no one lets them stop. No softness, no adjustment. Just adapt or die. Texts coming in, everyone asking for updates, both guys and girls. Ugh, kinda hate this. Low-key want to tell the truth, but don't want to be wrong. Because I'm not exactly wrong about what I said. They're born with more muscle, so they have it easy. Still, I shouldn't be feeling this bad. I work out, I've done reformer Pilates, I hiked Mount Kosciuszko once, and yet, I can't even lift a concrete square without seeing stars. That's gotta mean something's off. Maybe these jobs are built by men for men, like physically hostile to women. If I had gloves that fit, if I had a lighter shovel, if I didn't bleed through my jeans from squatting wrong, maybe then I could thrive too. But no, they don't design work for us. They design it for themselves, and then call us lazy for not surviving it. How's that fair? You build a system you can endure, then judge me for not crawling through it like a rat. Why can't we build jobs for women? More admin construction, virtual concrete, artificial intelligence, assisted plumbing. Why do I have to break my hips to feel equal? Why is respect always tied to suffering in a man's world? Is this feminism's fault? Are we pushing for equity in places we shouldn't? Or am I just seeing the wrong angle? Maybe the struggle is the point. Maybe pain is how they gatekeep pride. They get to say, "Look how much we endure," and the world claps. Meanwhile, when I cry after hour 3, they just look away. Not cruel, just used to it. And yet, I still can't shake this voice in my head saying, they chose this. They chose hard hats. They chose early mornings. They chose tools and steel and danger. Why? For what? To prove what? Maybe they didn't choose. Maybe the world handed them a shovel and said, dig or starve. And now I'm here, complaining in the trench while they carry bricks in silence. I want to scream, "Why do you guys do this?" But I already asked, and they already answered, "Keeps us fed." No glory, no dream, just survival, in neon vests and broken spines. But then, why do they still laugh? Why do they help each other? Why did Jason offer me shade? Why did the guy who bled keep smiling? Is this pride? Is this what dignity looks like when no one's watching? I look at them now, covered in sweat and dust, faces burned, hands cracked, but something in their posture is solid, like they've earned their breath, like they've suffered honestly. And me? My breath's shallow, my hands are soft, and my pride feels fake, manufactured in seminars, polished in captions, sold in girl boss quotes. This is different, this isn't aesthetic, this is survival. And it's ugly, and it's quiet, and it's very, very real. Take another break and scroll TikTok. See girl saying, "I won't date a guy who makes less than 6 figures." Comment section is war. Remember what that comment said earlier. 30 years. Start realizing this is what those low-value men do, while being mocked, while being ignored on apps, while being told they're not masculine enough or rich enough. My stomach turns, not from food, from shame. Ask Jason, "Why do you guys stay in this job?" He shrugs, keeps lights on, keeps us fed, someone's got to do it. I whisper, "Do you ever feel appreciated?" He chuckles. What's that? Phone dies, can't even post. Feel cut off from my world. Realize this is their world. No hashtags, no applause, just grind. End of shift. My whole body buzzing from overuse. Fingernails chipped, neck sunburned, knees locked. Jason pats my shoulder. "You coming back tomorrow?" I blurt. "No chance in hell." He laughs, not mocking, just knowing. On train home, can't stop shaking. Check my followers. One girl DMs, "How was it?" I reply, "Honestly, I don't know how they do this." Don't post that though. Just upload a meme. Men be like, "Work 10 hours, get called, just a tradie." Caption it, "No one's applauding these guys, but they keep showing up." Get 10,000 likes, but one comment hits me. Now imagine doing this for 40 years with no thanks. Sit with that one. Next week. Jason texts, "We're short a flagger if you're bored." I reply, "Thanks, but I'll pass." Then I hesitate. Type again. Respect to you all, though. Seriously. He thumbs ups it. Nothing more, nothing less. No lecture, no told you so. No viral takedown. Just that simple emoji somehow feels heavier than any DM I've ever gotten. I sit on my bed, scroll through old screenshots. All those guys I mocked. One of them DM'd me once. "I work in scaffolding. You'd probably hate me." I replied, "Probably LOL," and posted it to my story. Caption, "Fragile masculinity strikes again." Now I wish I could unsend it. He probably saw it, probably just sighed, probably just kept showing up to work. In silence. No reposts, no sympathy, just his own back and a quiet radio. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Next day, I scroll old posts, so many digs at man jobs. Delete some, leave a few. Not trying to rewrite the past, just sitting with it. Still a feminist, still believe in equality, but maybe, respect shouldn't be gendered. Especially when it's earned in 38-degree heat, with no one watching, and no one clapping, except your own damn hands. So yeah, I did the job. I lasted a day. Barely. And I still believe the system's unfair. I still believe men built it for themselves. But also, I don't think I could ever do what they do. Not every day, not for 30 years. So I guess I'm asking, am I wrong? Like seriously, do you guys think I'm just soft? Or are we just expecting too much from women to prove we're equal? Is there any space for women in these worlds? Or should we admit some work is just gendered by default? And if so, is that oppression or just biology playing cruel games? Let me know. Be honest. Just maybe don't screenshot me this time, because I'm actually listening now, just like all good women do.